If your salary disappears before 10th of every month, then this video is for you. And let me tell you something. No earning more money is going to solve your problem. No. The other day I had a lady who came for my one-on-one. She didn't want anything to do with investment advice. No. She had one unique problem. She has a very good salary of around 300k per month. But by 10th, 15th, she has nothing in her bank account in a way that she has to take a salary advance for her to survive the rest of the month, or even take a mobile loan, the Fuliza and the rest. And then also the other thing, she doesn't have anything to show under her name, no investment, and she's in her mid that is. And I have all the permission to share her story. And let me tell you, you may think, oh, she's earning 300k, that is a lot of money. Her story is not different from many Kenyans. Maybe your salary is not 300k, it can be 50, or it can be 80, 60, or 30. But every month ends, it gets you wondering, where did my money go? Then, if that is the case, the amount that you're earning isn't the big problem, but the problem is, how are you managing your money? What happens when you receive your salary every 8 months? You know what you do? You pay everybody else. That is the first thing. Most of us do that. You pay the landlord, you pay the loan, you pay bills, shopping, come up with weekend plans. Wengine hata wanakupigia, it was not even put in your budget, then you are there clubbing with them. So you pay everybody else, but you are the last one. What are you supposed to do immediately the salary hits your account? Pay yourself first. And this one doesn't mean kupiga sherehe. No. What it means, you set aside money. This rule I call the 20-65-15 rule. What this means, you put aside, first thing first, put aside 20% of your salary for future investing and wealth creation. If you cannot be able to put it aside when the money hit your account, just have a standing order. As the HR or the finance person is doing the payroll, it's being hata haivikagi kwa account yako, inapelekwa wherever you are investing. Have a standing order. Then the 65%, what do you do with the 65%? Now that's where everybody else come in. This way you pay the landlord, you pay the bills, you pay the transport, the school fees for your children or yourself, insurance, everything. And the goal here is to live below your means. Even though the income grows, because like for this lady, she didn't start earning 300, it has grown over the years. Instead of upgrading your lifestyle, maybe you're moving from a house which you're paying 30k, you go to one which you're paying 60k. Don't upgrade your lifestyle. What you do, increase this amount maybe to 30% or 50%. Then there is the 15%. This one is what I call the enjoyment money. Set aside from your salary 15%. Is asa, take your family out for lunch or for dinner. You can travel, you can do those road trips, you can do holidays, you can visit your family back in the village or where, spending quality time with your family. At least you don't want to feel that I've worked so hard but I'm not enjoying myself. So enjoy your money. But remember, the goal is here. As your income increases, increase this figure. And this one, let it remain there, 65%. But for this rule to apply, the 20%, 65%, 15% at the moment, first of all, clear the debts that you currently have. Because you ought to be debt free. And how do you clear the debt? First of all, start with the ones that you are paying the most expensive debts. That means the ones that you are paying the higher interest. Clear all of them, make sure you're debt free, and then operate on this 20 to 65 and 15% rule. As your income grows, it will increase this number. And by the time you are 50, 60, when you are retiring, you'll be a very wealthy granny, and you'll not be depending on your children, or just living a very miserable life. So remember, wealth is built by being committed, focused, and being consistent over the time. By the way, it's not about the money that you have, no. Because you can imagine a lady with 300K. Even yesterday, I also got another group of Gen Z teachers who also want to come, but then they don't want anything to do investing. They also want to come for that one-on-one. I show them how to manage their finances better, because immediately they are paid, within 5th, 10th, they are taking loans to take them through the month. So it's a big problem that is facing many of us, and I think it's a high time I address it. So in conclusion, remember that every payday, it gives you a choice. You can spend your entire income making other people wealthy, or you can intentionally use part of that to build your own wealth. So ask yourself this question when you get your next salary: how much am I paying for my future? Instead of asking, what do I need to pay? Because wealth is not built by people who earn the most. It's built by those people who consistently pay themselves first and invest consistently. Thank you.